A very good day to all of you from MSNBC here in Los Angeles. Merry Christmas Eve to those of you celebrating, and welcome everyone to Alex Witt Reports. Let's get to the very latest on the deadly December blizzard. Winter storms making their way across the U.S., leaving many states under blankets of dangerously cold wind chills. At least 20 people have died in storm-related incidents across the country. And in just the last hour, almost 800,000 households remained without power. Now, the hardest hit states are North Carolina and Maine. Then in Buffalo, New York, the Peace Bridge crossing between the U.S. and Canada remains closed. Buffalo airport officials tweeting just a few minutes ago that rescue teams are still trying to reach people stranded in their cars, saying they have provided shelter for roughly 60 people so far. Officials are warning everyone to take this storm seriously.
I am actually doing this briefing from home without power.
It's an epic statewide hazard. There's no other way to describe this.
The last second shopping is not worth it if it would cost you your life.
That is for sure. The Buffalo airport is likely to remain closed until Monday. Airports in Salt Lake City, Akron, Burlington, Vermont, they are de-icing. And if you are scheduled to fly, you definitely want to check with your airline since thousands of flights have already been canceled. Lakes are frozen even as far south as Georgia. People are stranded in their homes. Meanwhile, people are keeping their spirits up. In fact, here's one social media user simulating ice hockey on the streets of Oregon. Well, we saw a bit of that right there. Kind of fun. We have reporters in place. They're covering this storm as it sweeps across the states. Let's bring in NBC Shaquille Brewster in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Look, you have been there a few days, but I got to be honest, I'm so glad to see you inside a warm car. I've been cold just looking at you the last couple of hours. Talk about the conditions, though, on the road. I know a lot of people shouldn't be out on the road, so talk about what you're experiencing.
Yeah. Well, Alex, what we started to notice as we were outside is that the wind started to die down ever so slightly. There were still those gusts that officials were worried about, and the snow began to slow down a little bit as well. And we saw pictures from the road, so we wanted to see what it looked like. We saw traffic moving. I want you to look at our front camera right now, and you see the roads are not that good. This is what officials have been saying. They're saying, yes, they're not having the road closures that you saw in the overnight hours. They're not telling people that you cannot go out on major interstates. We're on I-94 right now. It's a major road that leads you right to the Chicago area. But you see, it's still pretty bad. People are taking it slow as they're going around. And the one thing that you never know can change is the visibility. You see how very quickly, if there are wind gusts, that truck that you can see in front of us right now, that could go away. And that's why they're emphasizing and want everyone to go and take it slow. Now, what we're experiencing here is already the back end, essentially, of this storm. What the Buffalo area is getting is what we got already. And that's where you're hearing those whiteout conditions, concerns about emergency officials and emergency operations not able to get out. We got a report, the county officials saying that about 2/3 of emergency vehicles were actually stuck this morning. You had hundreds of drivers stranded at Buffalo Airport. We learned that the airport will be closed until Monday because of the snow that they're getting and the quantity of the snow they're getting combined with the wind. That is what you get with those blizzard warnings. So what they're seeing is what we were getting. They're getting a more intense version of it, but it's what we were getting in the past 24 hours. And that's why you have officials there saying it's time to hunker down. Do not do that holiday travel. Take it safe and take it slow if you're on the roads at all.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm very glad that you are showing us at least what you're experiencing. And I see that only one lane, if we look out that front camera, only one lane of that highway is being traveled. It's a little scary there. Well, now we got a second one. Just don't go fast, everybody. Be careful, Shaq. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Appreciate all of that.